Ten Best Picks presents the top 10 best shampoos for oily hair. Starting at number 10. Aimpoint Micro T2. So long as you don't find yourself with a knockoff, you are guaranteed to be satisfied. Your bank account won't be so thrilled at first, but it's a buy once cry once kind of deal. No need to worry about eye relief, optic washing, starbursting, optical rings, etc. This site is optimized to be used on any of its several brightness settings and is compatible with all night vision gear. These are sites that are trusted by our men and women on the front lines. Of course, as with most Aimpoint products, you'll be getting that 50,000 battery life rating we know and love, and no, water won't be impeding that as this unit is capable of surviving submersion all the way down to 80. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. Bushnell Trophy TRS-25 Red. You've likely seen this optic reviewed on Marine Approved before, but since it's one of my top choices for economical high performers, here it is again. First and foremost, if you research this optic outside of this guide, you'll find a lot of complaints. Since this red dot is a great choice for first-timers, it's no wonder some people report problems with it due to ignorance. It's common to incur reviews from people who rip this thing right out of the box and crank the brightness setting to the max, then they hop on the web and complain about the sight picture appearing fairly awful. The proper way to use this optic, and many other optics, is to match the illumination setting to the available light in your environment. If you experiment and find out which settings work in what types of lighting, you'll find that the TRS-25 hosts a beautiful sight picture, almost unmatched by other red dots around $50. It's insanely cheap, but the build quality, as always by Bushnell, is top-notch. I do like the amber lenses from Bushnell, and the red dot is very crisp, despite many online reviews stating otherwise. The only issue you might have with the TRS-25 is the dot illuminator hardware. Number 8 of my list. Primary Arms SLX. This optic, like most from Primary Arms, has a great reputation and is offered at a great price. The battery life is nearly unbeatable when it comes to budget optics, and the flip caps are of high quality, something many manufacturers cheap out on. The design is very lightweight but still very durable, consisting of 6061 aluminum with a hard anodized finish. These have a rather impressive 14,000 hour battery life operating on a 13N button battery. It won't come out of the box with a mount, so you'll need to purchase one if you don't already have one. Coming at number 7. Sightmark Ultra Shot. For all of you who want a fancy little holographic look-alike for an affordable price, the Sightmark SM26008 is the answer. No, it's not even close to mil-spec, and no, it's not actually a holographic sight. However, it is cheap, and it does work, all while adding a bit of tacticalness to your rifle. Personally, I do like it. I am fairly against spending over $1,000 to get a 1x optic, and I think many people share that sentiment. Sightmark capitalized on the market and gave us a super cheap but usable option. All around, it isn't great, but it's suitable for the price and will likely work well for most people. Just don't get it too cold, as it will fog up, and you'll be worse off than you would with no sights at all. This sight actually comes with a lot of features that I was surprised to see in a budget option, including the choice between red and green reticle colors, tactful digital controls, a quick detach weaver mount, 5 brightness settings, a 1,000 hour battery life rating, and IPX4 water resistance. At number 6. Primary Arms SLX. Primary Arms is one of the best mid-range priced optics manufacturers, and they really hit this one home. At this price, you can't possibly expect Aimpoint quality, and surely you won't find it on the MDADS. Upon first getting this sight, you'll notice an overall cheap feel of the components, but don't let that discourage you. That's how Primary Arms managed to deliver such a crisp dot and high-quality glass at such a bargain of a price. They put the money where it matters most. If you can't afford a top-notch brand, this sight will bring you just as much functionality and nearly as much durability for a fraction of the cost. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Vortex Optics Sparc. This optic is basically a high-grade one-up with mid-grade technology. It is definitely usable and isn't a terrible option for budget seekers, however, don't expect mil-spec grade quality. With that said, Vortex rarely disappoints, and for the price you pay here, you are getting some pretty excellent value. The sight is constructed of machined aircraft-grade aluminum, allowing it a lightweight feel, but heavy-duty performance, and it's waterproof, so it checks the boxes for mid-range durability. I found this optic to be extremely easy to adjust, and the rear-facing controls are both intuitive and easy to use quickly. Cycling through the 10 brightness settings is a breeze, but I will comment on the brightness settings, as I thought the highest setting was so high that it was unusable. Coming in at number 4 of my list, Burris FastFire Reflex. This sight is one of the cheaper high-end exposed reflex sights that are mountable on just about any firearm. If you're looking for a reasonably priced exposed red dot sight for pistols, this and the Vortex sight listed below are awesome. Run a few mags through with your Arkansas and then pop it off, sliding it onto your Glock and finishing off the day with the same sight. It's fast, easy, and extremely reliable. The auto brightness feature really ruins the terribleness of having to adjust a brightness manually, almost to the point it will make you lazy with other sights that don't have auto brightness features. The low-profile design will add great elegance and tactical factor to any gun it's mounted on. At number 3. Trijicon RMR Type 2.6.5. This is the industry leader in exposed reflex sights. No other reflex is as small, light, durable, and has an automatic light adjusting lens. This almost fits in the under $450 category, but unfortunately, the prices you'll find it at do not include mounts. Mounts for this sight can be very expensive depending on whether or not you are mounting this to a pistol or rifle. Battery life is pretty good at roughly 2 years, as expected from Trijicon, and the housing shape is very unique, offering a fantastic looking optic in an incredibly small form factor. The RMR is constructed from forged aluminum alloy with the intent of being resistant to impacts, but surprisingly still only weighs a minuscule 1.2 ounces. Anything from Trijicon is going to be rather expensive, but if you can afford it, Trijicon has been long known to be one of the top military-grade optical manufacturers and continues to provide above and beyond functionality and durability. I'd go as far as to say Trijicon offers the absolute toughest and most rugged optical solutions you can get your hands on. Coming at number 2. Aimpoint COMP-M4. The Aimpoint COMP-M4 is one of the top reflex sights out there, so long as you're willing to pay top dollar for it. At $850, it's not the most expensive option you'll find, but it's certainly not cheap. What you get, though, is a buy once cry once experience, leaving you with optics that will shine bright longer than you'll likely live. These sights come with incredible battery life and are actually optimized for night vision with special Nevada settings. The mounts that are included allow this sight to be functional atop almost any weapons system, and mounting this optic is incredibly easy. If you're looking for optics to shoot at 300 meters or less, this is probably your best option. Aimpoint also gives incredible warranties with each of its products in the off chance something does go wrong, so there really isn't much to worry about investing in this optic. And number 1. Meprolight Self-Powered. This optic is built like a tank, but lacks the weight of one, while still providing a nice seamless design. It requires no batteries and no on-off buttons, so it's always on and always ready to rock and roll. It's no wonder the Israeli Special Forces love to use this reflex sight. It is by far one of the most dependable sights I have ever reviewed. Ultra-bright environments or utter darkness isn't going to alter this sight, as the brightness of the display and the intensity of the dot will automatically adjust according to the light situation. These were designed to be as tough as possible, facing imminent combat situations, and to be used in tandem with magnifiers like the Mepro MX3. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.